Just over here wedging some clay real quick. Anybody's in here yet? Got some miso soup too. Made it last night. First time making miso soup. It turned out pretty good actually. This might be a little loud for a second. This clay was already pretty wedged. Oh, I just had to combine them, so. Alrighty. Got to throw a pot for our yucca plant. It's currently in a 1.5 gallon pot, and I'm gonna upgrade it to a 2.5-ish gallon pot, hopefully. Yuccas actually like to be partially root bound from what I understand, so he's in there pretty good right now, so figure we'll upgrade a little bit for him. Alrighty. Let's see. It's nearly good. It's been a while since I've done this much clay on the wheel. Hey guys, how are you? Oh, I forgot to light my candle too. Oh, and I don't even have water. I must have dumped it out last night. Alright. Hands are slippery from the clay. This is a candle that I made the other day. It's a lavender beeswax blend. I use beeswax and some soy because the soy will allow it to burn a bit longer. All right, I'm out of water, so Mr. Duck, hello. I believe that's what that said. I finally have mics now, so I don't know how far this is going to reach, but I think you guys might be able to still hear me. Gonna get some warm water. It's rainy today. Throwing some nice warm water sounds wonderful. Well, sorry it's been so long, but I'm ready to get back on track. Got a couple exciting things that I have planned soon that I've been working on, so that'll be fun. Alrighty, water acquired. Oh, Smokey is just sleeping on the couch. Alrighty. Ooh, some fresh water. Oh. Let's see. I am missing one last thing. Dang it. So excited to get throwing. Forgot everything I needed. Still wearing my slippers. Can't be kicking in slippers, unfortunately. Electric wheel. You can throw wearing whatever you want. Alrighty. Let's get this off of here. Alrighty. I have the kick wheel freshly greased up as well. So it's been spinning a lot better. But like I said, it's been a while since I've thrown with this much clay, so we'll see how this goes. I haven't done a whole lot with like measuring like volume of my vessels, so I'm just using rough estimates. We have about 8.5 pounds of clay here, and the end goal, like I said, is going to be about, 2.5 gallons of soil to be held. Miso soup that I made last night has green onion, some thinly sliced mushrooms, and some firm tofu. It's been a while since I've had tofu, so I was kind of craving it. All right. Yeah, like I said, it's been a while since I've moved around this much clay. So we'll see what we can do here to get this centered. Especially when working with big pieces like this. You want to be careful with how much water you use, because you can quickly exhaust the clay. This is also a new clay body actually as well, so this is going to be the largest thing I've thrown with this clay. Probably should have split this up, honestly, and done centered about half of it and then added the rest of the clay. But it's okay. We should be able to make this work. Whew. Guess I should have taken the hoodie off. Can you guys hear the rain? Still love listening to the rain on the metal roof. All right, really trying to get this top section up now. I need to get that centered up. There we go. The wheel doesn't like how much pressure I'm putting on it, especially with this much clay. Yeah, I'm still yet to fix my electric wheel, unfortunately, but soon enough, and I can start cranking pieces out, at least the smaller ones again. I still don't think I need to replace the entire wheel. There shouldn't be any reason for that. I've taken it apart a couple times. I don't really have the knowledge, and everything looks to be somewhat in order, at least for me. So anyway, this new clay is from Rocky Mountain. Rocky Mountain, is it just Rocky Mountain Clay, I think? It's their CT3. It's one of their low fires. Figured I'd give it a shot. And this is actually the last bit of it that I have on the wheel right here. I actually have some that's currently reclaiming, but this is the last bit of it out of the bag. But it's been very pleasant to throw with, actually. It's very smooth. Plastic is a very common word that people use that makes sense. So it's a very plastic kind of clay. It's just been very nice to throw with. We're actually moving this clay around pretty good now. It can be tough at first, but once you really start getting it centered, it'll cooperate with you much more. All right. The top is nice and centered now. I'm being a lot more vigilant about keeping the studio cleaner as well, which has been very nice. Yeah, this is actually more clay than I was expecting. Didn't feel like that much. Now it's on the wheel. Feels like a lot more. Nice. So yeah, going with a new name now. Something I feel it's a lot more fitting than SJM Ceramics. And also, like I said in that very short video, there's a lot of SJM Ceramics out there. So, not that anything's stopping me from setting myself apart from them. I would just like a unique name. Let's see. Nice, nice, nice. So the rule of thumb that I guess I found online was about 3 pounds of clay per gallon of soil. So after trimming and all that, like I said, we have about 8.5 pounds of clay here. Obviously, we lose some clay in the throwing process as well, especially because I'm not that I'm not comfortable moving around this much clay, but it's not like I'm always throwing large vessels like this. So it's not so much muscle memory for me yet, but we're doing okay. I still feel like this base is a little bit out of whack. I'm gonna try to pancake this out a little bit, I suppose. Oh yeah. I still feel there's just one spot that I'm not happy with. But I might just go for it. To be honest. Probably just gonna go for it. I do enjoy throwing large pieces like this though. I find large pieces when you do get them off the wheel, it's so much more satisfying to me than just like 1 to 3 pounders, the classic. I don't know. I just like seeing something so majestic, I guess. All right, digging in the middle here, supporting the outside walls while we do so. Well, I'm not. It feels like it's not moving too much on me, which is nice. Alrighty, digging on in. I didn't do a whole lot of research. I guess I wish I did a little bit more. I'm not sure if there's a particular shape that yucca plants prefer, or if they're not picky about that. I do know they like to be slightly root bound. But by the time this pot is ready to go, if it survives the fire, I mean, like I said, I haven't actually fired this clay just yet, so we'll see how that goes. All right. Keep coming out a little bit more. There we go. That's pretty decent. Oh, it's drying out on the inside for me. All right, here we go. Lost a little too much speed right at the end there, but that was a good starting pull. Let's see if we can finish this off here. Go ahead and compress this bottom a bit. Testing the thickness also here. So I feel we're a little off kilter here. Just gonna take my wooden rib, do a bit more pressing. And scrape some slip off that too. All right, let's see here. Let's get another pull. These walls at the bottom are still a bit thick. Ugh, dried out just a hair at the end there. I caught some clay. It's okay though. Just cut that ring right off. And we'll keep that top still nice and thick. You also have to remember clay shrinks. Am I still live? Am I disconnected here? What's going on? No, should be good. So much slip. I guess that's one thing about working big with this clay. But for a new clay body, I've been quite happy with it. That's for sure. I haven't tried new clay in a very long time. Just been working through that reclaim that was given to me. And Plainsman clay that I've been using for a while. But I'd have to order that online again. All right, I want to get a bit more clay. Let's see, just testing here. Walls are actually decently even, but I do have some more clay to bring up. And then we'll go ahead and decide on a shape. Beautiful. All right, let's start flaring this thing out. Wish I had a bigger rib tool. I just don't. Oh, I'm starting to smell that candle too. I'm just gonna have to use my little kidney rib on this. I think I'm just gonna go for a decently classical shape. Oh, I think I dropped some clay on my wheel. Now I just dropped my tool too. It's fine. I'll use this guy. Little chiseler. This thing is scraping off way more clay than I want it to. But oh wait, my tool actually didn't fall all the way down. It's in the middle of the wheel. Come on, come on. Yes. Saved. And some soup. You know, I was thinking the other day, and I thought it would be really cool to make a lamp. Obviously, lamps are kind of just vases with a light bulb in there, but I thought that'd be really cool. All right, now that we have the tool that I want, let's see if we can try to polish this thing off here. Room's a little wobbly, but that's okay. Make sure there's a nice path down to the drainage hole. All right, just gonna rib out the inside, and there's a sponge on the outside. Got all that slip out from the inside and bellied out a little bit more. Don't know if this is a shape suitable for a yucca plant, but I guess I can always do some more research and make something else. Make a Neat little bottom there real quick. Sponge out the inside wall. Get any extra water off. And I'm going to lightly, I'm not even pressing out from the inside. I'm not even pressing from the outside. Just slowly dragging this rib with the side wall and gently picking up just that little bit of extra slip that's in there, or on there. And then just come in here, find the angle, find that curve, clean that curve up. Nice. Sponge it down just a little bit here. Beautiful. Scrape a little bit of extra clay at the bottom. Hit it with the sponge. And there's a big old pot. I'm decently happy with it. All right, now I want to try to do one more thing here. Just make sure this is nice and dry. Gently flatten it out a little bit as well. All right. Give that a shot. Oh, my buckets are out of reach. Ooh, I gotta wash my hands real quick. Yeah, so I got a bunch of this clay reclaiming right now. Probably about 10 pounds or so. Nothing crazy. I only ordered 50 pounds of it to begin with. Because like I said, I never used it before. It's brand new clay, so I want to make sure I can throw with it, fire with it, do all my things with it, because I don't want to order more or spend the money on more if I don't know that I can do these things. So that is where I'm at with that. So I was walking around. I think we're in Hobby Lobby for this one. Love some soup. And I found these texture roller thingies. So I've just been trying to hold them with my finger and see if we can make it work. Unfortunately, they're not quite hard enough. I think it'd be better if I were to like roll out a slab and roll this on there. But let's see what we can do here. Where's that line? What about here? So I'm gonna lightly wet that line from the inside so I can give a little bit of pressure. And I found that that's the way I've been able to get the clearest look. Other than that, it just kind of looks messy. So I also used to get this one wet. Hey, Mandy. Yeah, I'm back. And with a new name now. Good times indeed. I'm going to wait for this wheel to slow down. Trying to wet the whole... There we go. Now my finger's not catching anywhere. All right, let's see. Trying to slow this wheel down a little bit. Honestly, even more than that, I should probably just take it slow. Let's see. Okay, something's happening here. I'm going a little crooked. All right. It slid a little bit at the end, but I mean, it kind of worked. Mushroom. Oh, thank you, Mandy. I do like the new logo. I especially like the new name. I don't know if you saw anything else, but I was looking around and there's actually quite a few SJM ceramics or like very similar. So, oh my goodness, thanks, Mandy. All right, I think I'll be right back. I'm gonna have to go grab the old torch here. We're gonna have to light it up if I'm gonna move it. Ooh, excuse me. I only have a little torch, so it's just gonna have to do. Just gotta firm it up a little bit so we can pluck it off the wheel and get it onto one of these tiles here. Zoe bedazzled our torch. If you guys can't see all the I don't even know what you would call those. They just stuck right on. Pretty funny. Yeah, so I wish I had more clay to throw, but unfortunately I just don't. But I have a couple last things to talk about. We're gonna hit an hour. Oh, it's only half an hour. It just didn't take me as long to throw as I thought it would. I'll go grab the yucca plant and bring it out here and show you guys too. After we get this plucked off the wheel and show you what he's working with now and why I'm throwing him something a little bit bigger. This definitely looks bigger. But of course, like I said earlier, we'll shrink and everything. Fire? But make it... Oh, aesthetic fire? Is that what you're talking about? The bedazzleness? Still in love with the kick wheel, though, so that's never changed, which is good. Starting to see some steam now. I was going to say smoke, but it's not smoke, it's steam. And even though I have a metal wheel head, I still try to keep the flame from directly hitting the wheel head. Don't know if it'll actually affect it. I don't think so, because it's literally a solid steel plate. Get the inside of this lip a little bit so it don't warp on me so much. Still a little wet. Not that we're completely drying it. No lumbar support. I'm only in pain after long throwing sessions, which has been a while since I've done a long session. Honestly, I'm kind of used to it. I did move the seat down a little bit, so I feel like I'm able to kick a lot better, which I think has made things a lot easier and better on my back as well. So maybe that's also why I haven't been so sore. Or, my body is just adapting to it as well. I strengthen the muscles or whatever that need to be strengthened. All right. I'll let this chill for a second. Whew. Oh yeah, so I was strolling through Michael's actually, and they had a bunch of stuff on clearance. And this is going to be an upcoming video very soon, once I have the clay to do it with. But I found this big texture tools that move color. I don't know, it's a big silicone texture tool thing. So it's for like paints and stuff, but figure I'd use it. See what kind of design it can make on some pots. So that has one design. And then there was this pack that was on sale for $5. And then there was this pack of 3 mini printing tools. And each of these have 3 sides with different textures, and then a 4th side that's flat, it looks like. So there's 9 different textures from this pack. And then this one is going to be 10. So that'll be a video coming soon. I haven't opened these yet. I'm going to save that all for the video when I have the clay to do that. But that'll be fun to do. See all the different textures. All right, let's see here. If this thing will slide off me, I should probably wire it one more time just to be safe. I did keep the base a little bit thicker than I normally would, especially with the size of this piece, because maybe I will go from this side with it, because it'll help me lift it off. No, we're stuck on there good still. Okay. Well, if I don't have more clay to throw, I can just leave this here anyway. Smooth that back out. That's not a big deal. I'll just slap some plastic over it. Not a big deal. Ooh. Oh yeah, these textures, Mandy, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I think a lot of cool things can be done with them. Let me go grab that yucca plant. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. Cool. Is it just Mandy in here? Yeah, so we still have this yucca plant in the plastic thing it came in. Oh yeah, it's getting heavy. Soil's actually really dry too. I should water them. Ooh, almost stepped on some reclaim. But here he is. Let's see, did I make something bigger? Actually, I didn't. I guess I'll have to throw something else. Might need more clay. Oh, this says it's a 1.72 gallon. And I was going for an extra gallon. But I don't know, it's a really cool plant. I like his leaves a lot. They can't actually be put in direct sunlight. I guess the oils on their leaves will actually burn the leaves. So he's in a nice little corner over here. But I guess I'll have to throw something a little bit bigger. I thought that was plenty larger. I mean, I can still measure it. It might be, but the pot he's in now looks thicker as well. So I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I did. I took the tapestry down actually just the other day, Mandy, because the sun was so nice. I needed some sun, so I took it down. He's not yucca at all. He's pretty nifty. Yeah, I like his leaves a lot. That's always what attracts me to plants. I mean, I guess it's like kind of their main shebang, but all right, let's see. Do I have any clay laying around that I can do something with here? I didn't want to go too long today. Should get some plastic to cover him up too. Well, I can cover him up after. That's not a big deal. yeah, I guess I really don't have that much clay. But I can show you what I've been working on. Move you over here a little bit. So been throwing lots of planters, and I've been making these little bowl guys, just super simple bowl shapes that can either be just kind of multi-purpose. They can really be used whatever. A lot of them will probably end up being saucers for the planters. I threw this little guy with some extra clay that was just chilling at the bottom after I wired off a piece. And somebody asked me if I could make them 4 mini urns. Oh, yeah. I rug tufted that up there. Oh. So she asked me if I could make 4 little urns for her pets that have passed away. She wants to keep a little bit of each of their ashes, like in her purse or whatever. Threw some nice, just little tea glass mug things. Still don't do handles. I'm just not a handle guy. I left heavy trim lines in this just for the fun of it. Yeah, and then just a lot of just pretty basic form planters because I have been planting so much, and I need things at the house to plant in. I got a whole little herb garden going because I want to make some teas. Make my own tea sounds really fun. It has a little bit of a double rim going on. Yes, rest in peace to the furry friends. But at least you'll be able to carry some around. This one I actually dropped, but then I saved it, and I actually don't really mind how it turned out. Even after being dropped. It's just now like a wavy rim. I don't know. Pretty fun. Let's see. What else do we have down here? Ooh. Walmart had this sale for this 9-foot by 12-foot roll of plastic for like $3. And it was just like, all right, I guess I got to buy a bunch of plastic. I guess I don't have anything down there. Oh, I've done some sculpture stuff too. So I was trying to experiment with some faces. And I came up with this guy. With a big old nose. I've done a couple things like this. Oh, the rain's really coming down now. But this guy turned out pretty funny. He has like a pointy chin. Oh, did it crack a little bit? Oh, no, it's not cracking. He has a little pointy chin. Pretty goofy. He's waiting to be fired. Oh, and I fired up I don't think I've shown this at all yet. I fired up my gas kiln, and I was able to use some glazes. So I have a test piece with 3 Cone 06 Laguna glazes. A lot of crazing on these, so I don't know if that's due to the clay body or what. But this top glaze here is Laguna Maple Sugar. And these are Cone 06 food safe glazes. They're lead free, which is really cool too. But so this is the maple sugar. It's actually very similar to the color of the clay, you can see. And then in the middle here is jade green. It's like a really nice deep green color. And then on the bottom here, this one crazed the most for me. You can see the green actually laid on pretty good. It was also my first time actually glazing. So I probably didn't put enough coats on or too many coats. I don't know. But this last one here is called Wedgwood, also by Laguna. So I'm really excited to start making some more pieces with those because colors actually are pretty nice. Yeah, Mandy, actually they are, especially like I said, the jade green. Is it so dark? Especially the jade green one. I don't know why it's so dark now. Where's the light? Where's the light? You got the picture. Oh yeah, here's another one. This one doesn't have the maple sugar on it, but again, you can see how much, I'm pretty sure this is called crazing, how much crazing it did. So this would be the Wedgwood on top here, and then jade green down here. And the jade green actually blistered quite a bit and everything. But those are the first two glazed pieces that came out of the gas kiln. So that was still exciting, even though they didn't quite turn out great. But I figured it was a good time to test. This bowl here, I have the whole inside is going to be glazed in that maple sugar, and this is just going to be a nice ramen bowl. It's another thing I've been lacking on is I don't have any actual ramen bowls, and it's not okay. It's just unacceptable. Mandy says, I actually don't mind the blistering. I love textures. Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, that's true. It's all personal preference stuff. With it being a food safe glaze, if that glaze were on the inside of your vessel and it was blistering and crazing like that, there are potters that say it's not food safe. And then there are some that say it's fine. It's, I don't know, crazing that deep like that, if I'm using the right term, I would probably not sell that as a food safe ware because of how dramatic it is. But if it was like a more traditional kind of crazing where it's very finite cracks that you can see throughout the glaze, I don't think I would mind that at all. I think I would still buy and use crazed pieces. But that just goes down to the artist, whether or not they deem that food safe or not. But yeah, for my gas kiln, I had to get a tank splitter. That was Ben Wolf suggested that, and Joel, I think. And it worked out great, actually. It worked really good. Oh yeah, you don't want that to flake off. Yeah, exactly. You don't want it to flake off in your food. And then also, there's the argument where you can't actually clean it properly. Like even if you hand wash when you do the dishes, there's the argument that some food could stick into those cracks and crevices and obviously rot and mold and could get you sick from the bacteria when you use it again to eat or drink out of. I think that's the idea of it. But I guess there's always the argument that it is fine, and if you actually clean your dishes diligently enough, then you shouldn't have any issue. And then same thing with that, like blistering, those little craters that were made, you know, that would be a little more difficult to make sure you have it all cleaned out. But I was wondering, is it using the mic that I got? I got new mics, so I know it's showing it's green on me, but I didn't know if it was actually using that or the phone, like when I walk away. If you guys can still hear me. Oh, I guess that's pretty much what I've been up to, though. The throwing did slow down for a while, but my plan going forward is to do a live stream on Mondays. Again, nothing crazy long, probably only a couple hours. And then I really want to start making long form videos. So I would plan to also record or pull clips from the stream on Monday and use that to post. And then Tuesday will be a long form day. Is kind of my idea going forward. And then I have my regular job the rest of the week. So Monday, Tuesday are going to be my days to get that done. And I think, you know, if I don't have to come home after my day job and worry, not worry, but, you know, feel like I should be getting online or whatever. Definitely burnt me out in the past. It was too much. So we're dialing it back. We're going to stay on a consistent schedule and just use that and see where we can go. There's for some reason I was led in the thinking that I had to at least go live or make a post, or at least, or both, every day, or the channel won't grow or whatever, which clearly is not the case. It was very wrongful thinking of me, but we're back, and that's how I want to go moving forward. Here is being a lot more structured. So I hope that works out. Show off this guy again. That's pretty much all I have. Those are the pieces that I've been working on. This is the new clay that I'm so far loving. Like I said, the only thing now is to see if it will fire. That's the next thing. And if it does, I actually get a really good deal on it through Rocky Mountain. I think I have a box right here for it. Yeah. I guess shout out to Rocky Mountain Clay. When I first started ordering clay online, they were the first company I ordered. So when it was time for me to go back to ordering clay, they were the first people I thought of. And I don't know, I find that they have some of the best prices, at least for the clay that I'm interested in. So it's very cool. So yeah, if this CT3, it's a CT3 low fire white is what it is. So it's obviously a very nice white creamy color, and it's just so smooth to throw on the wheel, which has been very, very pleasant as well. So I'm hoping it fires well. I got to test it in the barrel and in the gas kiln, which I definitely plan to record and or stream from now on. So that will be fun to see how this comes out. And as soon as I get solid results from it, I'm going to be ordering probably another 200 pounds. I only ordered 50 to give it a solid try. Smooth out this rim. It's like so spongy. There we go. Even after torching it, this clay is still, you can see some of it still coming off of my fingers, but it's not sloppy and slippy like that. But yeah, I mean, I really am excited to get posting again, and I think just keeping that consistent schedule and not being so willy-nilly with everything will keep me on track as a working potter, and then also allow me to just keep creating, not burn myself out like I feel like I did before. So yeah. As soon as I have more clay, like I said, expect a video. We'll throw 10 pots and with 10 different textures, and just see. I mean, like I said, these are on clearance. I spent $10 in total for these because I had rewards and stuff. So $10 for 4 tools, 3 of which have 3 different textures. So I'm not really one to use. I've never really used form, like those form things. What are they called? Form ribs, maybe, where they just have, like, I bet they are nice, especially when you're throwing 100 of the same shape. You just know exactly how much clay to use, exactly how tall to fill your cylinder, and then boom, you get the form just like that. But I've always just kind of free-handed things. I've never really been one to repeat. I kind of just be like, okay, this is what I need, so that's what I'm going to throw. I don't have any forms in particular, which could be something I need to look at in the future, about trying to find a form that I truly like to recreate and have a whole collection of. So that could definitely be something to get in the works, but for now it's just kind of, what do I want to make? I need a new plant holder for my yucca, so that's what we're gonna throw. I do have high hopes for this clay. I really hope it works with me, because it's so nice to throw. Well, I guess I'm just about going to leave it there. I'm out of clay. This piece didn't. I do enjoy this, even if it doesn't end up being used for the yucca. I'll use it for something. We'll find something to put it in, or gift it. It can always be a good gift. Cool. So that is that. Expect me back on Monday to start the new schedule. Monday's live stream, Tuesdays will be a video. If I have time here and there throughout the week, you know, that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe that's when a short or something will be posted, something not so labor intensive, like a live stream or editing a video. So that's a possibility, but the strict schedule that I would like to stick to is Monday live stream, probably around 6, and then 6 p.m. And then Tuesdays a long form video. And I think that'll be really beneficial for me and the studio going forward. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna cut it off there. Oh, come on, 3 minutes. We can stall for 3 more minutes. We can stall for 3 more minutes. Let me show you the rest of these tools. So there's this flower pattern. I clean it off a little bit here. These were also something that I got on sale, but it was at Hobby Lobby. So they're just like classic kind of floral. It reminds me of like old like Victorian house molding, you know, crown molding stuff, whatever. And then there's this guy. It's just a very simple band. Some dots in there. This one actually didn't work that good for me, if I remember properly. But I'm also trying a bit better. This is the one that we used today. The texture really didn't show through super clearly. I can bring you in closer to show. But maybe I could try to clean it up when the clay dries a little bit more. That could be a possibility. Maybe I don't texture them as soon as I'm done throwing. There should be one more. Oh, yeah, here it is. This one I haven't used at all yet. But it's just a little like swirly line art with like some hearts. Where's the heart? There's a little heart. So haven't used this one yet, but kind of cute. And then it came with this tool that you can lock in, but I find that they get pulled out so easily. I can't really hold the tool against the clay and have it spin nicely. It'll just kind of slide off. So I haven't been using the tool, but I can imagine if I rolled out a slab, I could use the tool to really get a nice even press if I was like doing lines into a slab. I think that would work good. But for holding it vertically like this, or horizontally, I guess this would be vertical, that'd be horizontal. For holding it horizontal like that, it doesn't seem to work all that great. So I haven't really been using this, but I was also thinking about turning this into a sponge on a stick. I could stick the sponge in between this little slot and then like run a wire through the little notches that it has here to hold the sponge in place. So I was thinking about doing that because I don't have an actual sponge on a stick, so I'm always just trying to reach my fingers down in there, which doesn't always work the greatest. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that pot. Like I said, it was the first big throw in a long while on the kick wheel. Whoa. Hello. Yeah, I still have the broken tripod. That doesn't lock into place. Oh, well. If I balance it, it stays good. But if I were to kick this leg, you're going down. All right, 10 more seconds and I'm out of here. So this was our first stream as Adirondack Earthenware, a name that I find a lot more fitting for me. And original. Manny said I love the logo. I really do too. It's really nice. I plan to order a stamp for it because I really do like it. The little fire, and it stays true to what I've always liked about ceramics is combining the water, earth, air, and fire to create a whole cohesive piece. Which is always really cool. So I definitely want that incorporated into the art, or the art of the logo. So yeah, I guess I'll leave it there. Like I said, just wanted to do a short live today, introduce the change that I'm bringing, and hopefully it's positive and beneficial for me and the channel. So thank you guys so much, and Mandy, see you later. Yeah, I'll catch you guys on Monday on the wheel. I'll have more clay, I promise. Bye-bye.